I'm British. This is chicken.
Dragon Ball Z release. Bardock, the father of Goku.
Dreamstar Fighting Mighty Gold has acquired the icon Mayu Iwatani to join the flower fields to fight amongst these hard-working warriors. She had defeated Nanane Takahashi in her debut match and was already challenged by the young Victoria Yuzuki for the Superfly Championship. Mayu Iwatani wants to win all the titles in Mighty Gold, and the Superfly is the first Infinity Stone to acquire. Will Mayu Iwatani overcome the fearful, youthful ambition of Victoria Yuzuki? Of course she does. Of course she does. Today, we talk about two matches, the debut of a new rookie, the daughter of Michiko Omukai, Shinno, and then explore a stupid little observation I saw and recap Mayu Iwatani versus Victoria Yuzuki for the Superfly Championship in Dreamstar Fighting Mighty Gold's Mighty Gold Shine Forever, a glorious celebration, the final show of Nanane Takahashi. Check it out. Watch out, people. Attention now. All attention over here. Get ready to bow down. Bow down now. Yes, it's her. It's the lady. The lady of the ring. Her ladyship. Mai Sakurai. Bow down to her ladyship, people. Bow down. Mai Sakurai is here to be the final boss of all of wrestling. To the debut of 16-year-old Shinno. Why talk about this?
Why?
Because Shinno starts the match like this.
Absolutely deadly. Look at this, though! Shinno!
This was one of the more fiery, ambitious debuts I've seen in recent memory. In this child is a forge of lava waiting to explode in a passionate well of fighting spirit. She threw everything she could at this lady who commanded the ring and tried to eliminate the little whippersnapper. But look at her wails, her screams and cries of anguish and pain and passion. The "oh, life is so hard" is a teenager type scream. It's gonna be dramatic, My Chemical Romance, but it was glorious. She showed potential, and that's what's exciting to see. But this opening goddamn Uranagi was done just like Sari would. Oh, all she knows she know. Mai Sakurai would go boss mode on her, like the tutorial boss in Dark Souls 3 to test Shinno in both stamina and her threshold for pain. And Shinno would pass with flying colors because she's watched her mom play Dark Souls 2. And if you can beat Dark Souls 2 with those hitboxes, you can beat any Souls game, goddammit. Shinno's bloody mouth with the submission latch on was a powerful visual, as was her crawl to the ropes to break the submission for the first time in her career. You can feel the pain, the determination, the willpower to succeed in front of her mother. You can absolutely feel the emotions beaming off of her. It's quite remarkable she's able to express this much energy just right away, right off the bat. She would bust out a sharpshooter even and be all excited about it too. For me, it was the sheer amount of excellent, determined faces in battle that impressed me the most. It was incredibly believable. She would even bust out a Kamagoye that was taught by Kota Ibushi himself. Wild debut. She would simply not die. Mai Sakurai would finally drop her down and latch on the STF to tap her out. Very impressive. Now Mai Sakurai will take Shinno under her wing to team, and Shinno would know all about being a lady who dines on Michelin star foods like 19-course omakase. All Shinnos know, people. Shinno. While us commoners have to eat Japanese Burger King's new rice patty with pickles. Lots of potential in Shinno, but she does yell a lot. I mean, to her credit, they are visceral, raw screams that can be felt. They are authentic, and some people just have a great scream in them, you know? Shinno. Now, that's 100% the norm in Joshi, like water is wet, Joshi scream, and something that I've never actually had a problem with. But I mentioned this as Shinno busted out a passionate fighting spirit war cry after every single move, and it's fine. She's a rookie excited to show the world her stuff. But I point this out. Because once Mai Iwatani enters the stage for her match, you will see how less is more, and how Mayu will only have those passionate war cries at the correct moment, where they will have much more of an impact and even signify phase changes or powering up like Dragon Ball Z. Yes, folks, it's yet another masterclass lesson in Criterion Mayu Iwatani.
This is the last time I'm going to tell you! Get out of here right now, Gohan!
Mayu Iwatani versus Victoria Yuzuki. They have faced before in Stardom, back before Yuzuki adopted Victoria as her first name and dyed her hair all blonde. She was a rookie whippersnapper game beaten by Mayu Iwatani. Now Yuzuki is a Victoria and has grown so fast in wrestling. I love her fire, her passionate faces, her ambitious energy that sometimes lands flat on her face. I love the ambition so much because one day, everything will click with Vicky Barcelona and it'll be glorious to watch. She admires Mayu Iwatani so much. Clearly, people. Clearly. But her style can be seen as a direct mirror to Mayu's own style. To better challenge herself, Victoria Icarus here is seeking to fly straight to the sun. And we all know how that story ends. Victoria Yuzuki, a total bow build, shooting for the stars, of course. Her challenging Mayu Iwatani is beyond her admiration, and it's beyond youthful foolishness too, but rather her true personality. Yuzuki is the type to follow her intuition. She followed it into the world of wrestling against her father's wishes and wanted to experience the launch of a new promotion firsthand. Her background in judo served her well and trained to become a professional wrestler, and her name change to Victoria was because she wanted to associate herself with winning. So victory, Victoria, get it? She's also very funny too. If you want more lore, I highly recommend Hype Talk TV. That whole channel was slept on by the Joshi community, and I don't understand why. It's always best to get lore straight from the wrestlers themselves. Check it out. That's a real gem. Her explanation of Joshi is the exact same reason why I like it, but add in the fashion for me. She's clearly the type who will achieve exactly what she wants because she is that locked in about it. And tangent, this ride here, I love Marigold's colors because yellow is my favorite color, but the lighting and the look of it is so classic. Whenever I see hard cams placed in spots that aren't your usual, like the normal spot you need in wrestling, I get excited. The framing is perfect. The scaffold splits the image and perfectly captures their power level. Wrestle Universe photography capturing Criterion Mayu again. Now, I'm not gonna lie and say this was an instant classic, but I loved how Yuzuki was emboldened by the flames of ambition, basically. Superfly is technically high speed, so these two went right at it. Would it surprise you to know that Vicky's two faves are Ricochet and Will Ospreay? She has 15 minutes to defeat Goku. She has to be visceral, busting Mayu's lips open and facing her precise attacks. Yuzuki mirroring her, and her screams are not screams but shrieks that border on being goblin-y. She feels like the valedictorian of high school with a full ride to a school of her choosing, and she knows she earned it. There were some terrific shots as usual, like this one. And young Victoria tries to cosplay Mayu, but you're facing the real Mayu here. She did manage to barrage Mayu enough to make her have to recover stamina very early on, leading to the fighting each other to power each other's spirit up at only minute 5 of the match. She tried to murder Mayu like so many have tried, and would land a moonsault even, but is a little bit too fired up and must be draining far too much stamina. She attempts a triple moonsault, one for each rung of the ropes, but Mayu would obviously have the sense to put her knees up, you silly youngster. At this point, Mayu just needs to simply play this like a Souls game. Dodge and hit R1, just react and strike. And now, we get the Mai Iwatani fighting spirit scream. She powered up, hit a dragon suplex, and little Vicky kicked out, leading to Mayu faces. Yuzuki with her high, speedy, and very well-delivered rolling arrow. Her face of determination here was excellent and nearly defeats Mayu. She certainly realized how quickly this can end for her. But Yuzuki was too passionate about her grades, arguing with the teacher about her A- on the test, and doesn't realize Goku could just rise and kill you at her leisure. Mayu Iwatani doesn't have a brain for grades, you silly girl. Now, no matter how passionate you are, young Victoria, this is still Mai Iwatani, and she will show you exactly how to do the moonsault. All 3 of them.
Moonsault!
Yuzuki challenged God and faced the obvious consequences. Mai Iwatani has won the Superfly title in 10 minutes. No zombie mode, just Mayu handling business. Yuzuki certainly tried, and her manic energy in the beginning caught the icon off guard, but she needed much more levels to catch up. Victoria Yuzuki has ace goals in mind and faced a true ace to aspire to become. She certainly has the attitude to achieve it, and she gained the respect of Mai Iwatani, and now looks like she'll be mentoring her in the future. Mai Iwatani has captured the Superfly title in what is barely Chapter 1 of her Mighty Gold arc to become a Grand Slam champion. This is ultimately the benefit on having Mai Iwatani in a company with many fresh rookies. She can help mold them to become better wrestlers and aspire for greatness. To be an icon.
出して稲妻集めたら My heart 孤独が光る
Thank you to all my Patreon sponsors. Especially thank you to my two newest ones, Anthony and Majin Ka. Thank you so much to Jeff Tees, Renee Valdez, Ace Trace, Maddox, Justin Stein, Matthew Petrushka, Taryn Dan, Kevin Mullen, MK Rick, on Shika Juggernaut Graphics, Aaron Securities, I Want Victims, JLA, Julia Sunglasses. Oh, Julia. I don't got anything right now. Man. We have Paul Don, Pickle Simon, Scott Racer, oh, Little Choo, Tony Davis, Doggo Snake, Luciano, Weddle, Raw, Cuz 99, Jana Bullock, Joe Pro, Bibbidi Bobbidi, whatever, Bio, Shoshi Bar, Grizzo, and thank you again, Anthony and Majin Kai. Thank y'all.
いつしか